Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Grant. Today I am reading from my new book coming out on April 4th. It is being published by Alien Buddha Press. It is called If the King Falls. This book is a dark fantasy novel written for adults, and today I am going to read an excerpt for everyone. I hope you enjoy it. Chapter 1. Stepping lightly on the black squares, the regal figure looked at the slowly ticking pocket watch being warmed by the skin of his right palm. Glancing at the marble stones marking the courtyard, he frowned, putting the watch back into his midnight blue coat. Cracks spread out in random spiderweb patterns, trying to breach the white squares in the courtyard. He needed to leave. He had to find the thief, or the whole castle would crumble. Stepping sideways, the weakened caretaker glanced back at the impressive Gothic structure behind him. Massive dual towers loomed over the square courtyard. The multiple shades of red, yellow, blue, and green from the windows glimmered down on the man walking towards the courtyard. The palace's thick entryway, through its open doors, tried to beckon the owner forward, with the carved roses lining the doorway. Looming over the deceased vegetation, the mighty castle shook all its windows in unison, making the concerned monarch look back. Sensing the despair flowing from the mighty Gothic castle, he tried to make his home see reason. I must go. That person stole my heart. There's no one else to retrieve it. He stopped at the edge of the gate, looking at the statues scattered around. A tear dripped down his face. His kingdom immobile, his people gone, with no army left. Why had this thief taken his heart, and not his crown, like so many before them? Gasping in sudden pain, the king gripped his chest, feeling the emptiness spread ice into his veins. Where are you? The crown, accented with amethyst and onyx jewels, shot out one of the gems from the center, giving off a light for its owner to follow. Stopping, the dark king widened the beam. The crown had found his heart, but first he needed to study this enemy, the one who dared to sneak into his palace. At first, the king thought his power had failed. There was no image of any person or people at all. A large white hoop stood, spinning in slow motion in front of him. Squinting at the hoop, when the circle's full vision was faced towards the king, he caught glimpses of another nation. A tree, to be more specific, with white flowers. Grimacing, he now knew his heart had fallen into the power of his worst rivals. The White Kingdom, so far from here. Too far. I can't use the gem in my crown to teleport into that realm. Sighing in annoyance, the king looked on. The amethyst had used its power. Watching the gem shudder, he ripped the stone from his circlet. Tossing the gem in the air, he watched it shatter. The dust swept into the breeze. The Dark King turned back to the Morning Castle, his decision swift, with his left hand stretched out to the East Tower, shaking his head. "Forgive me," the Dark King said, not taking his eyes from the tower. The glass window pane broke first, falling onto the stones of the courtyard. The castle shook, cobblestones screaming, roaring from the betrayal. Multiple stones bashed into the courtyard, intent on taking their monarch down with them. Diving past the falling rubble, the king growled in frustration, not expecting this resistance from the castle. Gasping with burning lungs, the bloodlust of the castle's own tower finally ended. His courtyard was ruined, leaving broken statues and rubble everywhere. That was the first 2 pages of If the King Falls. I do hope everyone enjoys that, and it will be available for purchase online April 4th.